What is up, guys? Flossy Missiles here. In today's video, I'm going to be making a custom hitch slash motorcycle carrier for the back of my Volkswagen Westfalia. So I've been hitting the motorcycle track a lot lately, probably like twice a week, I would say. And I've been taking the Sequoia there, and it's cool and everything, but I want to take the bus because, I mean, I got the bed inside here. This thing pops up. I have a little bit of kitchen and tables and stuff, and it's just fun to take the bus anyways. I love this thing. This is the hitch in the front for my Grom. I put my 450F up here and it was just sitting way too high. I couldn't even see. Plus it was blocking my lights, which is not, you know, exactly legal. So I'm gonna make a hitch for the rear, and I think the rear suspension can handle it. I'm not sure. I've looked online a little bit to see people say there's not too much information out there about it. A lot of people don't do this kind of thing. This little 1.9 liter gonna be hauling around a 250-pound bike on the back, but I don't think it should be an issue. I am gonna have to take off this rear bumper, obviously. And there's like a bar behind it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just remove that altogether and make my own bar and make my own little hitch setup. I don't know if this is aftermarket or not. I'm pretty sure it is because it looks like the bumper's cut. So it looks like someone already did something. I have hauled some stuff. I've actually hauled a car with this before, which is not recommended by no means. But we'll figure it out. Here's a hitch off of a Lincoln Navigator I took when I used to work back at a body shop. I just took it home one day off of a wrecked car. But I might go ahead and pick up a Harbor Freight one. They're $20, and that's the one that's on the front actually. And those ones are actually pretty sweet. I think I used, no, I didn't use that on the Miata. I used something else on the Miata. But they work out pretty good. The tongue weight on this one's only 150 pounds on this whole setup right here, so I know I'm gonna have to do some reinforcing. Hopefully the suspension doesn't sag too bad and it ends up working out. But let's get started. The battery is underneath the passenger seat for the Vanagons and the Westfalias.
Next level.
And now with my battery unplugged, I don't gotta be worried about cooking my ECU. So here's what it looks like with the bumper off of it. I'm not sure if this is aftermarket or if this is stock. I know like he obviously, or whoever did it, added this little piece on because there's a notch cut out in the bumper. So this obviously wasn't on here in the stock configuration, but I just don't know if he just added this piece or if this whole thing right here is aftermarket. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna make plates and then bolt them on here like this, or I'm just gonna use this on. Kind of conflicted right now because this piece is really nice and it works really well, but I might just cut this one up. So looking at this hitch, I decided this is not gonna work for what I'm trying to do with this whole system. So I ran to Harbor Freight and I picked up this guy for 22 bucks, plus I had a 20% coupon. So it was a little bit cheaper than that. It says it has a tongue weight of 500 pounds, so it should be able to hold the motorcycle. It's 250. I'm probably gonna cut it up a little bit, but this is really thick metal. It's pretty gnarly. I also grabbed this from my scrap bin, which is, I don't know how big or how thick, but it's actually the same diameter as this bar. And I think I'm actually gonna grind down some spots on here and obviously grind down this rusty mess. And I'm gonna weld this bar onto here, cut this one off, cut this hitch thingy off right here, and then weld that plate, bracket, hitch, receiver, whatever, on the bottom, and then take it off and fully weld it. Probably just tack it all into place up there. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it exactly, but I think that's gonna be my best bet, and I think that's gonna be super strong. Hopefully my bumper still fits. I think I'm gonna have to get longer bolts because if I put another 2-inch or whatever, 1.5 inch piece of square tubing right here, then I can't reach these with these bolts. I'm actually not even gonna be running that bumper for much longer. I'm gonna make a steel plated bumper, probably out of, I don't know, like 13 gauge, 12 gauge plate steel, and then just kind of boxing, the little boxy looking one. Pretty much like the Go Westy one, except for mine's probably gonna be like, I don't know, maybe 150 bucks to build instead of buying a $700 one. So we'll see how that goes through.
Next level.
Okay, new plans once again. After pulling this old hitch off, it is just so dinky. It's so light and it's not even welded all the way around, and the welds that are on there are just, I don't know. This thing just feels too hokey for my comfort of putting a bike back there and knowing it's gonna be back there and wanting it to be safe. So I found this scrap metal I have, which is super thick. Let's see, there you go. Super gnarly, it's really rusty too. My neighbor actually gave this to me before he moved. So shout out to Tony, if you're watching this, Tony. What's up, Tony? Anyways, I'm gonna use that instead. I'll just be way more comfortable knowing that that's holding my bike on instead of that thing, because that thing is just super cheesy. I didn't realize how light, like it weighs nothing. So So I don't know. I don't want to push it. I'm sure, I mean, my bike is only 250 pounds, but still, I don't want to like, I don't know. I'm just way more comfortable using this big piece, but it's going to be more work now. So that's how it goes, I guess. Now all the pieces are cut and I have it just sitting in place right now. I went ahead and weld prepped the edges where I am going to weld. If you can see that, got it leveled, I got a jack holding it into place. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some tacks on it and we'll go from there. So just even with these two beads on here, one on both sides, this thing's super strong. My next move is I'm gonna be cutting this piece up. I don't know if you can see my Sharpie, there you go, you can see it now. I'm gonna chop it up right there and cut this section out right there. So I can weld it up here and it'll fit nice. I got the jack holding the hitch in place. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some tacks on it. Okay, so there's the hitch on it. I really like the position it's sitting. Try to take a few measurements and level it a few times, get things right, but that's gonna be the look of it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off now and put a full weld on everything I couldn't get to, like all these back sides over here and then underneath. But yeah, stoked. Next level, 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 level. I trimmed up the bumper just a little bit so it fit. It's kind of a ghetto bumper, it's all dented and busted up anyways. I'm going to be building something like I told you guys already, like a Go Westy style bumper, 12 gauge, you know, naughty looking. Anyways, the bike stands on here, it's called the MX Hauler. Put your bike on it and it lifts it up. We're going to go ahead and see if the Vanagon can handle the weight. Pretty sure it can, but we'll test it out. Boom! And there she is, folks. Seems to do all right. The van doesn't seem like it's squatting too bad. You definitely tell the fronts are a little bit higher now, or the front's off the ground a little bit more. But seems all right, and it looks really sturdy. This is gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'll give you a look at the front of the bus. So yeah, you can see it's doing a little bit of a wheelie, but I'm used to that with the ramp truck, you know, busting wheelies on that thing. So yeah, sick. Adam's van's getting a bunch of rust repair done, but you'll see that in another video. Anyways, thank you for watching this week's video so much. I appreciate it. And subscribe and like if you want to see more car content.